Don't fall in love in good lighting. The most dangerous thing you can do is fall in love with someone in good lighting. Good lighting forgives everything. It smooths the rough edges, hides the fatigue, makes almost anyone look generous and kind. Everybody's attractive in a clean shirt with 2 drinks in them. Everybody's gracious when the playlist is working and the waiter calls you folks like you're already a unit. Dating lives in the showroom. Marriage happens in the back room. The one with the broken chair, the faint smell under the sink you can't quite place, the drawer where socks go to disappear. Long love doesn't die from a lack of fireworks. It dies from the same small problem, reheated 3 nights a week, until it becomes the only flavor left. So if you're trying to find a partner you can love and put up with for life, stop asking the romantic questions. Ask the domestic ones. Ask the questions that live where socks go to disappear. Watch them on a day that doesn't want them. Not a date day, a Tuesday day. The kind of day where the sky looks like a wet paper towel and the coffee tastes like regret. See what happens when they're tired, when their mouth gets sharp because their body is running on fumes. Do they turn into someone you have to tiptoe around like a sleeping dog? Do they punish the room for their mood? Do they go quiet in that way that isn't peace? It's a locked door. You're not marrying their best hour. You're marrying their default setting. That's who you'll meet at 6:47 p.m. when one of you is standing at the fridge staring into it like it holds answers, and the other one is asking the third version of the same question, "What do you want for dinner?" Then watch how conflict moves through their body, not how it ends. Anyone can patch a fight if they're afraid of being left. Pay attention to how it feels while it's happening. Some people argue like they're trying to fix a problem. Some people argue like they're trying to win custody of reality. Do they turn into a judge? Do they collect receipts like they're building a case file? Do they stay calm the way a surgeon stays calm, precise, detached, dangerous, while you get labeled too much for bleeding in public? There are couples who never raise their voices and still hemorrhage. There are couples who blow up like cheap fireworks and repair like grown-ups. It isn't conflict that ruins people. It's the slow power struggle wearing a polite mask. Now look at money the way you look at weather, not as morality, as pattern. You can love someone and still drown in the way they treat bills like optional reading. You can love someone and still suffocate under their panic, their avoidance, their control. Money doesn't just buy things, it buys time, options, heat in the winter, the ability to say no. If every month feels like a small emergency, your nervous system starts living in that emergency. You become someone who flinches at email notifications. You stop dreaming big because you're busy surviving small. Love can't out-hug financial chaos. Listen carefully when they talk about the people who came before you. Everyone has scars. The red flag isn't that they hurt. It's that they're always innocent. If every ex was insane, every boss a monster, every family member ungrateful, every friendship ruined because people are fake, pay attention. How people tell their past is how they'll tell your future. If they can't hold even a sliver of accountability without combusting, you'll eventually become another villain in their story. Not because it's true, because it's familiar. Then comes the long middle of life. Work, errands, laundry, evenings with nothing planned. If someone needs constant stimulation or emotional intensity, calm will feel like an empty room. And people who can't stand an empty room will start rearranging furniture just to hear something crash. If peace makes them restless, you will become the entertainment. Watch what happens after harm. A real apology is boring. It's not a speech. It doesn't come with footnotes. It doesn't arrive holding a bouquet of explanations. A real apology looks like changed behavior, fewer repeats, less damage. And when you're not okay, really not okay, watch who they become. Not your flu, not your bad day that can be fixed with Thai food and a blanket. Your real pain, the kind without a tidy timeline. Grief, burnout, fear, confusion, the months where you don't sparkle. Do they make room without resenting the space it takes up? Do they sit beside you without trying to bulldoze you into positive? Do they stay present even when they can't solve it? Everybody can love your strength. Life will eventually make you heavy. If they can't hold weight, you'll spend your hardest seasons feeling like an apology for existing. Notice silence, too. Can you sit in the same room with nothing happening and not feel like you have to perform? Can you read while they scroll? Can they putter while you stare out the window? Can you both be human without auditioning? Most of life sounds like this: a refrigerator hum, a neighbor's car door, a microwave beep. If silence feels tense early on, it won't get lighter with time. It'll get louder. Ask the ugly question before your heart starts writing checks your future can't cash. If nothing about them ever changed, if this is as good as it gets, could I live inside this for 30 years? Not endure it. Not make it work. Actually live, build, breathe, sleep deeply, and finally, trust your body more than your hope. If you're anxious all the time, over-explaining, monitoring their tone like a storm system, walking on eggshells that never seem to run out, that isn't chemistry. Your nervous system isn't poetic. It's practical. Watch how they handle your success, too. Do they light up like your win is their win? Or do they get strange, quiet, critical in small ways that don't leave fingerprints? Some people love you as long as you stay smaller than them. That doesn't get better with time. It just gets subtler. The truth is, a lifelong partner isn't someone who makes life exciting. It's someone who makes ordinary life livable. Someone you can stand next to in the fluorescent aisle of a grocery store when you both forgot the list. Someone you can share a bathroom with. Someone who doesn't turn small problems into a courtroom, who can repair without humiliation, who doesn't punish you for being human. Tuesday nights decide more than grand gestures ever will. That isn't romantic. It's real. And real is what lasts.